Banking and Finance 2, Part 2. And we are back here. Welcome to our channel. We are back with most important question answer session. This is Part 2. With me, Mr. Ajay is there. And he is helping us with many banking related questions in this session also. So half of the questions I have prepared, half he prepared, and we are answering. We are going to see how best we can go ahead with the question answer session. So अब बनेगा career. Everyone who tries to follow the banking career, so it becomes easy for him when he joins us. Basic to advanced banking and finance. That is what we are going ahead with the questions. So our questions will be based on this history of Indian banking system, and all other things are there which we earlier we explained in first part also. So we begin with our question answer session, and before that is a request that please note down the answer and check it after the session. So like we both are also doing certain questions which I have prepared, so he will try to answer and he will also keep it, and we are also checking it at our end whether we have answered correctly. So this way, be there till last, because each question is important and may help to achieve the goal of succeeding in examinations, the goal of achieving in interviews, and practically also in practical life. We move to questions, and the first question is, which bank is known as Bankers Bank? The options are the State Bank of India, the Central Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, Reserve Bank of India. Ajay sir will note down the answer and I will show the answer, but he will not change later, and we'll see how we interact, and it should be very much interactive when we describe the
I have
answer.
noted down the answer.
Okay. So the options we have seen. Now the answer is the Reserve Bank of India. It is called the Bankers Bank since it plays an important role in the country's economy by supervising the functioning of every bank. And it also controls the flow of money in the economy. So therefore, it is called as Bankers Bank. We move to next question. Now we are moving to the account, type of account in banks. The type of account which is mostly used by traders and businesses to meet their frequent needs of cash transaction on a day-to-day basis. They need cash actually. They need to meet their day-to-day requirement. So therefore, whether it is a fixed deposit account, a saving account, current account, or recurring deposit account. Ajay sir will note down. We'll move to next. We'll move to see the answer. It's a current account. C is the correct option.
Yes.
Now we move to third question. When a customer deposits money, now it's a banker customer relationship. We have come to banker customer relationship. When customer deposits money in his account, bank becomes now whether creditor, borrower, or debtor of the customer. And the answer is, we are going to see the answer. Seeing the options, a debtor. So what is this thing in this? When customer deposits money, bank becomes a debtor of the customer, because bank is holding money of the customers. We move to next question, and question number 4. We move to question number 4. In the case of any loan or advances account, the banker become again banker customer relationship. What sort of relationship is here? Here he is taking loan, customer is taking loan, bank is giving loan. It means banker becomes, now you know the answer. Let me just read the option, and that's it. The creditor, the borrower, the trustee, or none of the above. When you lend money, you become what? The answer is the creditor. Okay. Now we move to the next question. Question number 5. Who was the first governor of Reserve Bank of India? Reserve Bank of India was established on 1st April 1935. So we are talking of 1935. Who was the first governor of Reserve Bank of India? And the options are Sir C.D. Deshmukh, Sir Smith, L.K. Jha, none of the above. And Ajay sir has marked his answer. Let me just see the answer. Sir Osborne Smith was the first governor of RBI. He served the bank during April 35 to June 1937. Okay, this is about, you are not going to change your answer now. Okay, we move to next this thing question. Who was the first Indian to serve as the RBI governor? Now we saw the first governor of RBI. Now we are seeing first Indian governor, first Indian to serve as the governor. First Indian. This is very proper. You need to read this so that correct answer, we can answer the question correctly. Sir C.D. Deshmukh, B.R. Rao, L.K. Jha, none of them. And the answer, we move to the answer, and the answer is Sir C.D. Deshmukh. Sir C.D. Deshmukh was the RBI governor from August 1943 to June 1949. And during this period, partition happened, during the period of partition of India and subsequent division of assets and liabilities between Pakistan and India. This was very crucial. Okay. Sir C.D. Deshmukh was the RBI governor at that time. We move to next question. From which of the following acts Reserve Bank is getting powers? Reserve Bank is deriving powers. Whether it is Banking Regulation Act, Negotiable Instrument Act, Companies Act, or another. And the answer is, we move to the answer, the Banking Regulation Act. The Banking Regulation Act, RBI derives powers under Banking Regulation Act. It designs and implements the regulatory policy framework for banks operating in India. So this is Banking Regulation Act. Very important act for RBI and for banks. Which bank acts as a lender of last resort? When the commercial banks, they need money. So where do they go? They, as a matter of last resort, whether they go to Department of Post Bank, State Bank of India, ICICI Bank, or Reserve Bank of India. And obviously, the answer will be, we move to see the answer, Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India extends credit to the banks when they are in need. Therefore, Reserve Bank acts as a lender of last resort. We call it lender of last resort. Okay. Now we move to next question. When the bank provides safe deposit what or locker facility, when banks provide to its customers, various customers, the relationship between the bank and the customer becomes that of, now safe deposit what? Okay, something is given to keep. Something is given to keep by the customer. So therefore, that relationship is established. Bailor and bailee, lender and borrower, lessee or lessee, lesser or less, lesser and lessee. Now we see the answer. Okay. And the answer is C, the lesser and the lessee, because banks hire lockers to their customers. The customers get right to enjoy such property during the period for which it has been given on rent during the office or banking, and charge rentals for that. So therefore, the relationship is of lesser and lessee. And then we move to the 10th question. Reserve Bank of India is empowered to issue licenses and also to cancel licenses of banking companies under the provisions of Section 22 of the, a very important section, very important act also, the Banking Regulation Act 1949, or the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, or the Companies Act 2013. And the fourth option is none of the above. And we are going to see the answer now. I hope you have noted down your answer. So we'll just check it. The Banking Regulation Act. So this is the Banking Regulation Act, wherein Section 22 says that RBI is empowered to issue licenses and also to cancel licenses of the banking companies. It provides for that. This is with regard to question number 10. We have seen it. Now Ajay sir will take it forward so far as remaining part of the questions are concerned, and then I am going to note it down, and at the end of the session we are going to see how many questions we have answered. We have answered correctly. Okay, we'll take stock of that. So thank you very much.
Now we will see the next set of questions.
Okay.
So the next question is Section 54 of RBI Act points to the development role of RBI in matters of. First option is rural development, second is urban development, third is housing development, and fourth is road development. So let's see the answer for this question.
Okay.
It is rural development.
Okay.
Okay. So moving on to the next question. The standard rate at which the RBI is ready to buy or rediscount bills of exchange or other commercial papers is known as. First option is repo rate, second is reverse repo rate, third is bank rate, and fourth is none of the above.
Okay. So I am marking my answer.
Very good.
Now you can.
I will just move to the answer, and the answer is bank rate. I hope you have marked the correct answer.
I don't want to say my answer right now.
Okay, no problem. Moving to the next question, that is, whose governorship oversaw various legal reforms related to banking?
Okay.
So the options are Manmohan Singh, Amitav Ghosh, and R.N. Malhotra.
Okay.
Please write down.
So here, what is this? Legal reforms related to banking. Okay. So, okay, I know the answer.
Okay. So let's see the answer.
I have already seen.
It's Manmohan Singh. The governorship of Dr. Manmohan Singh oversaw various legal reforms related to banking.
Okay.
Later on, he became the 13th Prime Minister of India.
Okay. Legal reforms.
Yes. Next question.
Okay.
Scheduled banks in India constitute those banks which are included in the dash schedule of RBI Act 1934. Which schedule? The first, second, third, or fourth?
Okay, I am writing my answer. Okay, but I will not disclose now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then moving to see the answer.
Okay.
The second schedule of the RBI Act, right, of 1934, in which the Scheduled Bank of India constitutes those banks.
Okay. Okay.
Moving to the next question, that is 15. As per Section 9 of the Banking Regulation Act 1949, a banking company cannot acquire and hold any immovable property except such as is required for its own use. This is very important part. Okay. For a period longer than how many years? Okay. 5, 7, 9, or 11. Okay. 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 Moving to see the answer. Okay. 7 years. Okay. 7 years is the time period, not for period longer.
When the banks acquire, you mean to say that when banks acquire the property and hold it, but they cannot hold beyond 7 years. But for their use, they can use it.
Yes.
For their use, they can hold it. Right? Okay.
Moving on to the next question.
Number
16. When did the RBI issue guidelines permitting the entry of new private sector banks? Okay. This is a very important question. It is related to privatization of banks. This is one of the most critical. And
you mean that when new private banks were given license?
Yes. Which year was this done?
It be 91, 92, 93, 94.
Yes.
Okay. Done. So we see the answer.
Let's see the answer. It was in the year 1990.
Okay. So private banks were given license to start.
Yes.
And then these private banks started. Right?
Yes.
Which are these private banks like Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank?
Yes. They started around this time.
Okay.
And once they got they got the license.
Okay. That's very nice.
Okay. Question 17.
Okay.
The regional rural banks were established in the year 1974, 1975, 76, or 77.
Okay, I have written the answer.
Okay. Moving to see the answer.
Yes.
In the year 1975.
Yes.
The regional rural banks were established.
Okay. In the year, the answer is
1970.
Okay. I am not changing. I have already written.
Okay.
No problem.
Yes. Next question, 18th question. What is the full form of NCFE?
Okay.
Is it National Center for Financial Education?
Okay.
Is it National Center for Financial Examination or National Center for Forex Education?
Forex.
Or
Okay.
none of
None
them.
of them. Okay. Done. Right. You can show the answer.
Let's see the answer. It is National Center for the company jointly promoted by RBI, SEBI, IRDAI, and PFRDA with a vision of financial awareness and empowerment in India.
Okay. Empower India. Okay.
Yes.
Financially aware and empowering. That is the vision.
Yes. For National Center for Financial Education. NCF. Very important and crucial question.
That is jointly promoted by RBI, SEBI, this Insurance Regulatory Authority, and PFRDA. Okay. Good.
Moving to the next question. Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited. BRBNMPL was established by RBI as its wholly owned subsidiary in which year? 1995, 1996, 1997, or 1998?
Okay. I'm noting the answer. And okay.
Let's see the answer. It was in the year 1995. The formation of this company, the aim of that was to bridge the gap between the supply and demand for banknotes in the country.
So this is the subsidiary, right?
Yes.
Subsidiary of RBI.
That looks at the gap between the supply and demand. Moving on to the next question, that is 20th. The RBI established the NIBM at Pune in 1969. NIBM stands for?
I know the answer.
Is it National Institute of Business Management, New Institute of Bank Management, or National Institute of Branch Management, or National Institute of Bank Management? So if you have written the answer, I will move to just checking the answer.
Yes, sure.
It is National Institute of Bank Management.
And
it was formed for research, training, education, and consultancy in bank management.
So it was formed in 1969.
Yes. In the year 1969, NIBM was formed at Pune.
And the answer is D, National Institute of Bank Management. It's about
Going to the next question. The first demonetization was carried out in the year. So we know that recently a demonetization was carried out some years back in 2016, but we should know when was the time, when was the first time it was carried out
in India.
India. So these are the options: 1940, 1942, 1946, and 1950.
Let me just mark my answer.
Let's see the answer to this interesting question. It was in the year 1946 when the first demonetization.
Before independence.
Yes, even before independence,
it was
the
done in
first
the year
demonetization was done. Yes, for India.
Okay. Yes, good.
Let's move to the next question. The Discount and Finance House of India, DFHI, which is also known as DFHI, is a money market institution incorporated in the year March 1985, March 1986, March 1987, or March 1988.
So I have written the answer.
Let's see.
This is
answer.
A you can show
DFHI.
Discount and Finance House of India Limited, DFHI. Money market institution incorporated in the year. I know the answer, but I just wanted to see that full form of that. Discount and Finance House of India. DFHI.
So what DFHI does is it facilitates smoothing of short-term
liquidity imbalance.
It is done through developing an active secondary market for the money market instruments.
So this was the year when
it was in March 1988. Moving to the next question. We see the next question. Question
Okay.
number 23. The Financial Stability and Development Council, FSDC, is chaired by the Prime Minister, the Minister for External Affairs, the Union's Finance Minister, or the Union Home Minister.
Okay. I have written the answer.
Okay. FSDC, Financial Stability and Development Council.
Can move to next.
The Union Finance Minister is the answer.
Okay. Great.
The next question. The PJ Nayak Committee was set up by RBI to review the customer service of banks, review the governance of the private banks in India, review the NPA monitoring system in Indian banks, or to review the governance of the boards of bank in India.
This is PJ Nayak Committee was set up. Okay. I think it was set up in 2014. I remember.
Yes.
Let me just write the answer. Okay.
Yes. So moving to see the answer. Was set up to review the governance of the board of banks in India.
Okay.
The committee is known as Committee of Review Governance of Boards of Bank in India.
Okay.
Right, and it was formed.
So the committee itself was known as Committee to Review Governance.
Yes.
Okay. So it was, the objective was to review governance of boards of banks in India.
Yes.
And it was formed in 2014 by RBI.
Yes.
Okay. The the same purpose is reflecting here.
Yes.
Okay.
Moving on to our last question.
Okay.
In the context of Committee for Banking Supervision, the BCBS stands for the Basel Committee for Banking Supervision, the Bankers Committee for Banking Supervision, the Business Committee for Banking Supervision, or the Business Committee for Business Supervision.
Okay. So, in the context of Committee for Banking Supervision, right?
What does BCBS stand for?
Okay. And the first one is the Basel Committee for Banking Supervision.
Yes.
Bankers Committee for Banking Supervision is what is coming everywhere.
Yes.
So we need to identify from this one, right?
Whether it is Basel, Banker, Business, or Best.
Okay.
You may write down the answer.
Right.
Okay. Let's see the answer. It is the Basel Committee for Banking Supervision. The committee actually sets international regulatory standards, known as Basel standards, that forms the bedrock for all the national and international banking regulations.
Okay. So these are the questions which I think you prepared, you drafted very well, and you took it. So thank you very much for coming here. You being very busy person, but still you gave time. Being MBA, and all these things are there. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we move to next this thing. So far, checking the marks.
Yes, you can check.
Checking the marks, 14, 15. I have scored 15 out of 15.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
I have scored out of 10, I have scored 8.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. 23 in all. Remember which two questions?
Yes.
Okay. So good. We had a good interaction, and we would like to see you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.